Hey, what's up, guys? This is MJ100K, and today we got to talk about Honda being investigated for phantom braking. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Looks
Interesting.
like Honda is in trouble. Have you heard about this, Dane?
No, this is new to me.
All right, let's look at this article. And this is from Motor Illustrated. I'll put the link in the description if you want to read the whole thing, but
Mhm.
I'll just sum it up for you real quick. So they are looking into nearly 3 million Honda motor vehicles, and the inquiry has been updated. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has received nearly 1,300 complaints about so-called phantom braking in Honda vehicles. Uh-oh. Have you ever had a car that phantom braked on you, Dane?
No, but I'm gonna guess. Good, because I don't have anything new enough to do that. But this
Oh,
probably has to do with like the automatic cruise control, right? Where you set it, and if it sees a vehicle that you're getting close to in front of you, it'll start braking automatically. Or like the collision detection. I'm guessing it has to do with a fault in those sensors. Is that what's going on here?
that has something to do with what you're talking about. I think
Hmm.
it also they have this thing called automatic emergency braking, which will
Hmm.
come on even if you don't have that cruise control thing turned on.
Oh yeah.
But look, this probe began in 2022 with the safety regulator investigating 1.7 million Honda models after reports of automatic emergency braking feature engaging without warning. At that time, NHTSA's Office of Defects Investigations said it had received a total of 278 complaints. All right, so they upgraded it. They're adding the 2020 to 2022 Honda CRV and Accord, and that brings the total number to nearly 3 million vehicles. Looks like there has been some problems. NHTSA said sudden vehicle deceleration complaints, 50 injuries and 31 crashes were reported. Vehicles, including the 2018 to 22 Accord and 2017 to 22 CRV. All right, so it looks like the automatic emergency braking is coming on and is not supposed to be gone. So,
Hmm.
Dane, what are you going to do about this? What's going on?
I'm definitely not going to buy a Honda.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and I just, man, I get why companies are putting these things on. Some of it's regulations and increased safety standards and whatnot. But man, I don't like the nannies. It's just, there's just so much stuff on vehicle. Like the lane assist, right? You start to get too close to the stripe, and it pulls your steering wheel back over, or vibrates your seat, or flashes a light in your side mirror. The automatic braking, for the crash detection. Like it's just too much for
Too
me. I
much.
don't I don't like all that extra control. So not only
Yeah,
am I not
no,
going to buy a new Honda, I'm not going to buy a vehicle of any manufacturer that has that kind of stuff on it, or I'm going to rip it all out.
you ain't
What
gonna
about
rip out that. You better not rip
you?
that out. They're gonna be they're gonna be lights and they're gonna call the police. The car
Yeah,
gonna call the police on you if you rip it.
Joe Biden's watching you
Joe
himself.
Biden wants to
Yeah.
make sure you're staying in your lane. I hate to rag on Honda. I gotta tell you, the vehicle that I
Mhm.
drive for work,
Mhm.
that thing comes on too, man. I
Yeah.
feel that brakes coming on,
Really?
and there's gonna be nothing in the road.
That's annoying.
I got a Benz Sprinter van.
Oh, okay.
It's giant, and man, I can feel the brakes coming on sometimes. Sometimes it has like a little alert if it feels
Mhm.
like you're coming to something that's too high, like a tunnel, or too low,
Mhm.
and it feel like it might hit it. People gotta realize that this technology is not perfect. It's like sending out radar and things come back, and sometimes that stuff gets faked out. Like, I remember when we used to test at Toyota, they wanted us to make sure that it will work going over metal bridges or
Mhm.
bridges that had like metal guardrails. Like sometimes the signals bounce around, and
Mhm.
um, we didn't really see much of a problem with the Toyotas. But all this new technology is difficult. Just millions of variables out there when you're driving on the road that you just can't test everything.
Yeah, you're right. Countless variables. This stuff, they have a release date on a lot of these things, and they estimate ahead of time how long they think it's going to take to develop, a product and a package that can do all the things that it's set out to do. And when that release date comes and they're not done, sometimes they just got to release it anyways. And
Yeah,
so then
that's
they're
like that
they
for
still,
everything.
yeah, they know that it's not going to be the best, and they're still working on it even though it's released. So that's why a lot of times when these complaints come in, there's already a recall or there's already a new software update in the works. So, hey, I'm having this problem. Yep, we know about it. Here's your new software update. So they're always trying to improve, but it ain't for me. I don't trust any of it.
Yeah, I'm more of a fan of driving the car myself and not letting the radar and the lidar and whatever kind of DAR you want to use drive the car. Like, let me
Yeah,
drive the car.
yeah,
But
exactly.
if you're concerned about that, sometime you can get, like, let's say the lowest trim level or
Hmm.
something, and maybe it might not have those features. And it might be a good idea to maybe save a little money if you're getting a new car and get the car without that stuff. Of the complaints where there were injuries, where the brakes slam on all the way, or because I know when it happens with my vehicle, it'll just come on a little bit, but it'll keep going. Like it doesn't
Hmm.
slam and hold on the brakes.
Hmm.
I'm thinking maybe it just came on briefly and didn't completely stop the car. Like that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Or how many of these injuries are just like hot coffee got spilled in your lap because you weren't paying attention, or some girl was putting on makeup and the brakes hit and she poked herself in the eye.
Yeah,
How many of these
yeah.
things
I
are
don't
happening?
know.
We see people do this stuff every day.
If I had a Honda, I probably with this that was affected by this. I got to be honest. I probably wouldn't be terribly concerned, but I would be careful. Just make sure that you're paying attention when you're driving. I doubt. I don't know for sure, but I doubt that it's just slamming on the brakes in the middle of the highway. Like I think
Mhm.
that would have been a real big deal in the media, but it's probably just coming on a little bit and people are getting a little startled because that's happened to me. But we will see. They will investigate. All these things get logged in the multiple computers that are in your vehicle.
Mhm.
So I'm sure they will get to the bottom of it. But for now, we're going to have to wait and see. I predict there'll probably be more of these type of stories coming out because all these new cars have these features and they're not perfect. What are you going to do? You wanted all this stuff, now you got it.
Yeah, yeah. So they're learning. Yeah, people want self-driving. This is part of the struggles and learning curve.
All right, well, that's what Honda is up to. Dane, let me show you this tool I got.
All right,
All right,
what you got here?
I got a couple things. All right, so I'm not sponsored, you guys. So I'm just, and I didn't use these tools, but I just want to show you. I got this thing.
What
It's
you
a
got there? Oh
it's
yeah,
a
fuse light. Yep.
fuse fuse buddy mini kit. So
Hmm.
what this is you could, like, let's say you're trying to fix an electrical problem.
Hmm.
You could plug this into the fuse, and it will tell you exactly how many amps are going through that fuse.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
This is nerd heaven right now. I'm getting all my electrical tools together. I got a
Nice.
power probe. Have you ever used that?
Yeah, I use Power Probe. I mostly use a multimeter, but tools like that are more helpful sometimes because if you're trying to use a multimeter to do what that tool can do, you're having to hold one probe over here and then another one over here somewhere, and you keep testing, and you're always under the dash in a weird position. And yeah, something like that's way more handy.
And let me show you this other tool I got.
Yeah.
This is this thing, and these are flexible crowfoot
Oh,
fuel line wrenches.
that's pretty
So this is
slick.
a line wrench,
Yeah.
but it's
The hex end.
flexible.
What? Who makes that?
Uh, who is this? Billet Tools.
No kidding. That's pretty slick. I've
I
seen
don't know.
pros
I
use
saw it
that
on
do that.
Amazon. And no,
No
it's no
kidding.
links. All right. There's no links. I'm not sponsored.
No, until they want to
But
pay you. Yeah.
only thing I don't like about this one, it's not a complete set. Like it's got a 12 millimeter, a 14, and then it jumps to 16, 17, 18, and 19. So I don't
So
have a 13 or a 15.
yeah, so it hits like kind of the common sizes.
Yeah, I want the whole set, Billet Tools.
Yeah,
Get it together.
make
I
it
want
happen.
every single millimeter.
Every millimeter matters.
I don't know. It was on sale, so I thought about it.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's a
sweet.
tip to all To all young guys who want to get into the industry,
Yep.
buy one tool a week, every week, for the rest of
Yeah.
your life.
You're gonna buy red tools for the rest of your life for one. Yeah, don't rack up a big tool with the tool man at your facility, whether it be a Mac, a Snap-on, or whatever, because you might just get big eyes and grab a whole bunch of stuff, and then half of it you might not end up using. Just buy the things you need. If you borrow it from someone once and you need to borrow it again, just buy it. You know, that's kind of my
Yeah,
rule.
yeah,
If I gotta
just
borrow it more than once, buy it.
it's hard to resist when you go in the tool truck. You feel like you're a fat kid that has
Yep.
not eaten in a week,
Yep.
and now they're gonna give you whatever you want at the candy store, and you only have to pay for it later.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
irresistible.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they'll give you a huge line of credit. All you gotta do is pay them weekly, and the next thing you know, you're upside down on tools.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
just buy
we've done
one
that.
tool a week,
Yep.
cash. Eventually, you'll have a huge tool set. Just be patient.
Yep. Yeah, it's okay to start with the small stuff. Run out if you don't have anything and you're new. Grab a handful of Harbor Freight sockets and whatever. And later on you can upgrade. The
That's right.
Yeah, you might find that the sockets work fine for you, but you want better quality ratchets. That's kind of how I roll. I buy the best ratchets money can buy because I use them all the time, and it makes a big difference going from the cheapest China garbage to the best quality thing that's made. But sockets in a lot of cases, they don't matter as long as you're using 6 points. You can go cheaper on
Bro,
some stuff.
I feel
You'll
the
learn.
same way, man. I'm telling you, like, I feel like sockets you could get like mid-range something like Gear Wrench or Duralast or whatever,
Yeah.
but the ratchet is what's important. I gotta buy a new ratchet. I had a Matco 3/8
Hmm.
flex head,
Yeah.
locking flex head, and I gotta buy a new one. It's real old, but I gotta get a new one. I'm
Really.
gonna I'm gonna end up just getting both, Dane. I'm gonna get a
Yeah.
Snap-on and a Matco. I don't care. I can't decide.
I don't see anything wrong with that. You're probably going to end up needing both of them at the same time, anyways, at some point. Like I currently have 3 Snap-on extended length 3/8 ratchets with a flex head. They're all the exact same thing, and I don't know how many times I've used at least 2 of them at the same time because you're tired of switching back and forth. So you just have one sit over here. And the nice thing about those flex head, especially the extended handles, is you flip them up, right? And then you can
Mhm.
just kind of speed turn them. And so once you crack stuff loose, but yeah, I do extended handles too on all my ratchets and flex heads on all my ratchets. Even like the 1/4 inch drives, the extended handle is so nice.
I gotta have a locking flex head.
Oh, see, yeah, that's
I
where we
need it to
go.
lock, and I need a
Yeah.
comfort grip.
Oh, see, that's where we split paths. I don't care about the grip.
I don't like the metal.
Really? Put a glove on.
I need to be comfortable, Dane.
I'm just gonna smash my hand into something anyways.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Alright. Alright, well, that's what we got for you today. Thank you for tuning in. If you got any questions or comments, put them in the comments with your questions. Alright. Thank you. You guys have to say?
No, that's all I got.
Alright. Alright, well, thank you for tuning in, and have a good one.
Yeah, I'll see you guys.